Mr. President, thank you very much for having welcomed Swiss Television and our program Rundschau here in Damascus.
You're most welcome, Syria.
First, please allow me to clarify one thing. May I ask you every question?
Every question without exception.
I'm asking because one of your conditions is that interview is being broadcast in its full version. Are you afraid that we might manipulate your statements?
You should answer that question, but I think we should build this relation upon the trust, and I think you are worried about the trust of your audience, so I don't think so. I think you have good reputation in conveying the truth in every subject you try to cover.
Do you see it as a lie that the world considers you as to be a war criminal?
That depends on what the reference in defining that word. Is it the international law, or is it the Western agenda, or the Western political mood, let's say, that's been defined by vested interest politicians in the West? According to the international law, as a president and as government and as Syrian army, we are defending our country against the terrorists that have been invading Syria as proxies to other countries. So if you want to go back to that word, the war criminal, I think first one who should be tried under that title are the Western officials, started with the George Bush who invaded Iraq without any amendment from the Security Council. Second, Cameron and Sarkozy, who invaded Libya and destroyed Libya without amendment from the Security Council. Third, the Western officials who are supporting the terrorists during the last 5 years in Syria, either by providing them with political umbrella or supporting them directly with armaments, or implementing embargo on the Syrian people that's led to the killing of thousands of Syrian civilians.
But we are here to talk about your role in this war. And the US Secretary of State, John Kerry, called you Adolf Hitler and Saddam Hussein in the same breath. Does it bother you?
No, because they don't have credibility. This is first of all. Second, for me as president, what I care about first and foremost is how the Syrian people look at me. Second, my friend around the world, not my personal friends as president, I mean our friends as Syrians, like Russia, like Iran, like China, like the rest of the world, not the West. The West always try to personalize things, and just to avoid the real problem, which is about deposing government and getting rid of certain president, just to bring puppets to suit their agenda. So going back to the beginning, no, I don't care about what Kerry said at all. It has no influence on me.
You're the president of a country whose citizens are fleeing. Half of your fellow citizens. The people are not only fleeing because of the terrorists of ISIS or the rebels, but also because of you.
What do you mean by me? I'm not asking people to leave Syria. I'm not attacking people. I'm defending the people. Actually, the people leaving Syria for two reasons. The first reason is the action of the terrorists, direct action in killing the people. The second one is the action of the terrorists in order to paralyze the life in Syria, attacking schools, destroying infrastructure in every sector. Third, the embargo of the West that pressed many Syrians to find their livelihood outside Syria. These are the main reasons. If you can see that the second factor and the third factor are related, I mean the role of the terrorists in the West in undermining and hurting the livelihoods of the Syrian is one, and let's say is a commonality between the terrorists and Europe.
When you speak of terrorists, who do you mean by that? Surely ISIS, but also the Free Syrian Army or the Kurds?
What I mean is like what you mean as a Swiss citizen. If you have anyone who carry machine guns or armaments and killing people under any titles and committed vandalism, destroying public or private properties, this is terrorist. Anyone who adopts political way in order to make any change he wants, this is not a terrorist. You can call him opposition, but you cannot call somebody who is killing people or holding armaments, you cannot call him opposition in your country in my country as well.
But you don't have any free opposition in your country?
Of course you have. Of course you have. You have real opposition. You have people who live in Syria, who their grassroots are the Syrian people. They're not opposition who were forged in other countries like France or UK or Saudi Arabia or Turkey. We have them. And you can go and meet them and deal with them with your camera. You can do that yourself.